And welcome now to North Sydney Oval for the 9th round clash between the Bears and the Brisbane Broncos. And this is the team: Lydiard Hall, Caruana, MacArthur, Halligan, Florimo, Solomon, Jones, Ray, Fennick, Wilson, Fairley and more. 150 first grade games for Greg Florimo. It's a tremendous effort. O'Neill is listed at fullback. Don't be surprised if he plays centre. Plowman, Morganson, Meyer, Hoff, Walters, Langer, Lazarus, Plath, Hone, Gilmeister, Can and Madison. Wayne Bennett is the coach. Left to right then for the defending premiers. Peter Sterling joins me in commentary for this game.
As you pointed out, Ray, last Monday night State of Origin has had an effect here. Willie Kahn pulling out. A couple of new faces coming in. Kieran Meyer in 19 was last year's top try scorer for the Brisbane club. There you see the lower grade scores here. And Paul Hoff on the wing for Brisbane today is, of course, an ex-international in the fullback position.
Should just point out that with the President's Cup, that was a Brisbane Colts side. They don't have to field a side in the 21s competition. As Solomon gets his kick in, it does the right thing for him and North Sydney. Finds the line about 12 metres into Brisbane's area. John Plath using Mark Hone to batter it away from their own 30-metre line. This is Alan Can. Even allowing for the suspension of Kerryn Walters and the injury to several players, they still boast an impressive forward line, don't they? Madison, Can, Gilmeister, Hone, Lazarus. This is the last. O'Neill tried to put some pressure on the kick, and that pressure paid off a little bit. Lydiard coming back with the ball in reasonable field position. 38 out from his own line. MacArthur.
Already North's danger area has been exploited on a couple of occasions by Brisbane. The two long cutout passes as Brisbane caught on the
Wilson gets a great pass away. Caruana. Hall goes inside. Gets the pass away. The bounce forward. It's a try. The bounce forward does not make it a forward pass. And Tony Ray celebrates 100 games. Great games with a try.
Well, I was just about to say that Brisbane have looked more dangerous out with the wide passes, but here we see North Sydney getting the ball wide. As we freeze it here, you'll see that there's plenty of room here with the winger, the centre there. Only two players up against three. That's a bad miss. A poor miss tackle there from Kevin Walters. Pass from Caruana, bad miss from Julian O'Neill at fullback, didn't come up with a tackle at all. And Tony Ray, that's a great effort from a hooker to be in position to pick up a bouncing ball 60 metres downfield. There's the break made by Caruana. Kevin Wallace just not quick enough to get there. David Hall goes in field. He knows that's the place to go. Julian O'Neill, a very poor attempted tackle. And Tony Ray, an easy job, but he had to be there to do so.
Halligan. Easy for Daryl Halligan. North Sydney leading 6 points to 0. Halligan. That's MacArthur turning it inside for Florimo. Turns it back. Now they've found some space. Wilson goes up the centre. Caruana. Billy Moore, short ball for Fairley. Now for Fennick. Now David Hall. Oh, he'll score very fast. David Hall puts it down. That's their second try.
And you won't see a better try than that one. Beautiful work from North Sydney, keeping the ball alive, 10-0. And they've earned that 10 points. And this is a classic piece of rugby league. Just good support play. We freeze it there. You'll see Fairley running into this gap here. The defence is all over the place as play continues. Good support play from Fennick. And then David Hall's got a free run to the line. It was just the ability of North Sydney to keep the ball alive and to run players into holes.
86% is his strike rate, Halligan, and he keeps that intact. 12-0 in favour of the Bears. 12 metres out from the North Sydney line. They lead 12-0. Langer, long pass for Walters, then a torpedo pass across for O'Neill to give a bad ball to Plowman. But look out, here comes Plowman. Now Blacker, bad pass to the back of Plath, scooped away by Walters. It's in the hands of Gilmeister. He's down 15 metres out from the line. Struck for by North. Tackle count not nullified. Madison looks for the line. He's 5 metres away from it. The first real test for North Sydney's defence. Walters, a long, dangerous pass. It wasn't a good one. Plowman, he pushes off young David Hall, and then he's picked up and put on the ground by Fairley. Away to Langer. Langer, short pass, Gilmeister, Hone. Hone will score. Yes, that's a good try. Scored by Mark Hone, right under the uprights.
And sustained pressure from Brisbane there. They put the kick up on the last tackle, the previous set of 6. Halligan got his hand to the ball. It bounced for Brisbane. They got another set. Good support play. Beautiful hands there from Trevor Gilmeister. Hone looked like he was wrapped up, but the momentum of the tackle actually swung him over under the post. Alan Langer again involved. But have a look at this pass from Gilmeister. Great ball. Mark Hone runs into the hole. Caruana, the man around the legs, couldn't keep Hone from scoring.
Madison from right in front. He never misses. And he doesn't miss today. 12-6 in favour of the Bears.
He's got a tough afternoon on his hands, but he's handled it well so far.
Now they put the ball through the hands out wide for Kieran Meyer, who incidentally was the leading try scorer in the Brisbane club last year. Well, that's a shocking kick. Julian O'Neill came off the outside edge. Caruana. Now, it's a Shepherd. Well, hang on a second. What are we talking about? No, it's not a Shepherd.
The chasers were within 10 metres, but Brisbane claimed that Julian O'Neill put them onside. Now, you'll see O'Neill kicks the football straight off the side. Now, all of these players are within the 10. But from Brisbane's point of view, Julian O'Neill there comes up with the tackle. They're all back onside.
32 metres out, 20 metres in from touch. It's got the height and the direction. Halligan puts another 2 points on the board. 14-6.
He's played quite well since coming on also. Julian O'Neill going into the centres. As Langer throws the dummy, tries to step it, but a lot of North's defence there. Gilmeister finally gets another pass away. Walters up the middle.
Kevin Walters with a clean break. Now Plowman. Good tackle from behind by Solomon. But here they come, the Broncos. Madison finding Langer. Langer pulled down 20 metres out from the line. Dummy half, Kevin Walters. They go the open side through Julian O'Neill. Wide for Gilmeister. Tackled and wrapped up. No gain in ground. Hone goes to the blind. Blacker goes up the centre. 15 out from the line. This is the last. Langer. Walters, a bad pass. Picked up on the bounce by Meyer. He should score. He will score. Kieran Meyer scores Brisbane's second try. 14-10 now.
You can never write this Brisbane side off. A break made early by Kevin Walters set this up, got them down this end of the field. The bad pass here sometimes actually put the defence off. They've stopped there. Meyer took the ball at speed straight between Caruana and another North defender. And Meyer, as Ray pointed out, can score a try. Scored 17 last season.
Madison's kick is successful. 14-12. North Sydney leading Brisbane. Keep in mind they've only been beaten once, and they've only scored 17 tries. Now Solomon tries to break through. Brisbane come in contact with the ball, but it's a penalty. Well, he's ruled that that's stealing the ball, but I was under the impression that that only applies if you're attempting a tackle. Watch it.
Well, here's Solomon keeping the ball alive. Well, Kevin Wallace had every right to make an attempt to try and catch that one. That's another tough penalty.
He's right in front. A breeze at his back. Gets it away nicely, coming in between the uprights. Great kick by Halligan. 16-12, the Bears leading the Broncos. Langer, short pass, Gilmeister likewise, home. Wrapped up. Jones up the top. Fennick underneath. Away from Platt. Short pass from Langer to Walters. They're only 5 metres out. Langer goes himself. He dropped the ball. Fennick gives it away for Wilson. Wilson.
He's been called back. That Langer's dropped the ball over the line, so we now come back for a 20-metre tap.
28 metres out. Mario Fennick's down injured in the back play. This is the last tackle. There goes the siren. Walters' pass goes to ground. Greg Florimo. Florimo goes towards the halfway, but he's tackled. That's the end of the first half. And if you like attacking rugby league, you're certainly getting it here today. The Bears leading the Broncos 16-12. We'll be back with the second half action in just a moment.
And here we go. We have liftoff. And it's lights out and away we go. Oh, what a hit! We might just be in for something special. The most extraordinary, captivating drama. Unbelievable stuff. We've witnessed a miracle. Bring your friends, text them, whatever. Get the telly on now. Oh, goodness, that's world class. This is absolutely epic.
It is me the pitch here.
That is truly unbelievable. Absolutely brilliant. If that doesn't get you off the couch at home, nothing will.
What? Your hearing aids are $9,000?
Yep.
We're going somewhere else. Can you help me? Another place gave me a quote for $9,000 for hearing aids.
Don't worry. We can save you thousands on those.
Thousands?
Thousands.
Hello, Hawaii Cruise.
To save thousands on top-of-the-range hearing aids, should have gone to Specsavers. Book a free 15-minute hearing check today.
Hey! Oh.
So you do like it?
I love it, yeah.
Now when you go pre-owned, you can enjoy the same feeling you get with a new Toyota. Tested and backed by Toyota.
Upgrade your car, mate. This? Yeah, no big deal.
Toyota certified. Pre-owned in a class of its own. Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
Julio bought cheap car insurance with cheap accident repair. Don't risk bargain regret. Next time join the A-Team, hey Julio. Who offers great value cover you won't regret? Amy does.
Unleash the play in you. It's nerve or nothing.
If you want to bowl faster tomorrow, you need sports nutrition you can trust today. INT Sports Nutrition is banned substance tested and Informed Sports certified. INT Sports Nutrition, powering tomorrow, today.
Breeze into the face of North Sydney in the second half. Halligan sends it deep to be brought back by Scott Blacker for the Brisbane side. 2 tries apiece. Just a couple of penalty goals given to North Sydney on controversial matters, really, by referee Bill Harrigan. That's the difference between the sides. Mark Hove. Stewart is still on for North Sydney in jumper 41. charge down by Billy Moore. He's able to regain possession. No knock on from a charge down. Fenwick 25 out from the line. Caruana, Larson, David Fairley bumps away from Hone. He'll score, will he? No! Yes! Yes! Fairley! Try for the young State of Origin forward.
Great work there from David Fairley, and Billy Moore will be happy that the charge down finally favoured his side. The Brisbane kicking game has been very poor, and they paid the penalty here. This was the second tackle after getting the ball back from that charge down, and Billy Moore just brushing through some ineffective Brisbane defence. Mark Hone was the man who came up with the first miss, and Scott Blacker came up with the last one. And a great individual effort here. You'll see Mark Hone goes high on Fairley. He's a very strong man. Got pushed off into open spaces, and he did look like scoring, even though there were players in front of him. Straight through Blacker. And a great start to the second half from North Sydney.
4 out of 4. 15 out. Just off centre. Strikes it. Flags up again. Starting to get monotonous, isn't it? He's a great kicker. 22-12. The Bears in front. Are we going to see what we did against Illawarra? Ryan. 10 metres out. Blacker a dummy half. This is the last. Langer. Grabbers for himself. Oh, gee, what happened there? One bloke tried to force it, the other bloke tried to kick it. And this fella, Noel Solomon's, nearly worn it right on the old pecker.
A double-sided mission here from Alan Langer. Kicking for himself, but also kicking into the in-goal area so that they would get the ball back. But North Sydney were able to clean up, which they did.
Pop, Langer, Lazarus wide, Walters. Back it goes for O'Neill. O'Neill chopping back inside. Pulled down 10 metres out from the line. Away to the right again for Walters. Walters almost through. 5 gone for Brisbane. 3 metres from the line. Langer steps, kicks, cleaned up by the Bears. Mario Fenwick.
And great work from Mario Fenwick. No one tackled him. They stood there and watched him after he cleaned up the short kick. And Mario knew that he could get up and go. Here's Langer trying to get it into the in-goal area again. Doesn't go through and put his hand on. And Mario takes 15 metres.
Well, Mario, Peter, had to get up and run because otherwise he would have given a voluntary tackle and kick right in front.
Straight through the middle. Wilson.
Here's Big Wilson over the halfway mark.
He's got
Wait
Lydiard.
for the support. Here it comes. Glenn Lydiard. Oh, shut the gate. He'll run over the Harbour Bridge. Lydiard scores. And the Bears, they go further in front now.
And he's had a wow of the game, Craig Wilson. No surprise to see him bust Brisbane up the centre. He's been very creative. On this occasion, he's created a try under the post for Glenn Lydiard. Just very poor defence there, straight up the middle of the ruck. Craig Wilson, Glenn Lydiard did a great job to get there. Through a well-weighted pass, despairing dive there. Meyer coming late, but too much speed, Glenn Lydiard.
And no mistakes from this champion goal kicker. 28-12, the captain stretching on the bench. They're loving this. Halligan, Solomon. Now it's Wilson. Now it's Halligan. 5 metres from the line. Lydiard, Florimo, Fairley. Now Caruana. Now David Hall. He scored. No, it's a forward pass. No try. Wow.
Oh, it's still great stuff, but isn't it? North Sydney throwing the ball around. They know they've got Brisbane here for the taking. The final pass to David Hall, ruled forward. And rightly so.
Was this last pass, I think, thrown by Caruana.
Yes, no doubt about that one for mine. Not a great angle we're looking at here, but it did go forward.
The director will be very happy with that comment, Peter. Blacker. We've got 13 cameras. How many more do you need?
Tough school, this.
Ryan.
Brett Plowman.
I tell you what, even though it was a forward pass, I made the comment earlier, and I'd like a comment from you. Caruana by Jove, he's a versatile. Here's Walters. Walters crosses the halfway. Brisbane come back. O'Neill way down the ground. They won't catch him. O'Neill puts it down. Oh, fair dinkum, it's become a touch football game.
About this defence. Josh Stewart just ran 50 metres after being put in a hole by Noel Solomon. He's just missed a tackle here to allow Brisbane to score a try, and Kevin Walters, who's been the most dangerous player out there for Brisbane, goes straight through. Little offload there to Julian O'Neill. Glenn Lydiard, for mine, out of position, had to cover a lot of distance to get across there, and Julian O'Neill got good speed. Talk about a high-scoring game. There's Stewart going low. Kevin Walters had a very good game out there, created everything for Brisbane. And Julian O'Neill, if you make a break, he's the kind of player you want on your shoulder.
Madison now, 22 out, looks okay. Brisbane aren't beaten yet. North might think so, but they're not beaten yet. 28-18.
The majority of the tries scored this afternoon have just been one tackles missed.
Langer, Walters is with him. Langer tried to step. He was picked up, though, by Wilson, the second rower. Walters, was he taken late? It's a penalty right in front against Gavin Jones.
Yes, ruled by the referee to have moved to put the shoulder into the kicker. So another 6 here, they'll take the tap. He's fairly committed. Terry Madison, I told you he'd take the tap, he's kicking for goal. Having a shocker. 10-point margin, 15 minutes left on the clock. Brisbane in these situations do play their hand, going for the 6 points very often. This occasion is a gift too, to take them within 8.
Had a great game, Mario Fleming. Been some outstanding performances, really, on both sides. Langer and Walters have been great. Madison now right in front, 11 metres out, right between the uprights. 28-20. The Bears in front and clinging on. Clearly. Tony Ray. 5 gone. Solomon has to get around Langer and away from home before he gets his kick in, and he still finds the line. That's a great performance by Noel Solomon.
A sensational kick there, a lot of pressure coming through. Langer led the charge. Mark Hone tried to get there, got no angle to work with, and got the big left footer down over Plowman's head. Hoff couldn't get there. Found touch.
10-1 by Brisbane. Walters. Oh, gee, they've worked hard today as a combination. Langer and Walters. Here's a chance for North Sydney. Yes, it's a try.
Well, and just deserved for John MacArthur. Brisbane, knowing they had to score points, they tried to attack from the scrum win. Julian O'Neill couldn't take the ball, the inside ball for him, 32-20. That wraps it up for North Sydney. And John MacArthur rounds off a very good game. Brisbane win the scrum 10 metres out. They move at the cutout pass. Julian O'Neill comes up on the outside there, hits him on the shoulder. Now MacArthur looked like he was going to be wrapped up because he was starting to crawl from the 28. Just couldn't keep him out. John MacArthur, good show of strength there to score next to the posts. That's Meyer looking to get the ball away. Just didn't get the man in the right place, and MacArthur, he was going to get there at all costs.
No problems. 34-20. Norths, a memorable day for them. Julian O'Neill. Right on the halfway mark, wrapped up by Fairley and Ray. Fairley's now contributed 33 tackles to the North Sydney total. Looking at North Sydney's total tackle count for a team that's leading by 14.
Well, they've done 90 more tackles than their opposition, which is a little bit hard to believe, but they've had a fair bit of ball, Brisbane. Gavin Jones makes a good charge, but some of the defensive efforts out there. David Fairley, 33 tackles. Wilson, 21, more 20 last.
Here's Fairley, Peter, over the halfway. A long, incisive run, ending 10 metres from the line.
He's had a great game, and they should score from this ruck if they can get a quick play of the ball.
Solomon, Wilson. Billy Moore's pass, scooped up by Greg Florimo.
He was actually touched by a Brisbane player. Should have been 6 again. They mightn't need it.
David Lydiard, Glenn Lydiard. Now Tony Ray. And Tony Ray gets his second try. Celebrates a memorable day.
Oh, he hasn't scored 2 tries in his career, Ray. He's got him in the one afternoon. Great work from the North Sydney captain and sometime Channel 9 commentator. Great support play again. North's keeping the ball live. Now we see a ball touched here by Mark Holmes, so it should have been 6 again. As I say, they didn't need it. Florimo picked up a lot of tired defence out there for Brisbane. Alan Cairn not coming up. Paul Hoff in 2 minds. And finally Tony Ray unmarked out wide.
Well, David Fairley, look at him striding out. That's his second very long run in the game, but he's made many busts. Florimo kept it alive there. Have a look at the smile on the face as he goes on. He's only about 8 metres in from touch. This is his hardest kick of the day. Have a look at it, would you? Oh, what a golden day for the Bears. 8 out of 8. Even the mascot is saluting him. Or is he genuflecting? I'm not sure. Well, I think half the crowd that left have come back again. David Fairley. Herbert today. Well, before we get too carried away with what Norths have achieved today, let's put it in its right perspective. This Brisbane side, plenty of players out injured, many of them Origin players backing up. Of course, that applies as well, though, to North Sydney. But what we've seen from Brisbane today has been courageous. Very much the pack of cards was stacked against them. And they've mixed it with North Sydney to the dying minutes of the game. As big Paul Hoff comes out from his own in goal. There's the siren, it's all over. 60 points have been scored, 40 of them by North Sydney. They win 40 points to 20.